All right, I know that I know that I'm behind time, I know. All right, but I think that all these questions are quite important lah. All right. So let me just quickly run through the inequalities question. All right, you just got to listen to me. All right, just got to listen to me. All right, sometimes I'll ask question, you just try to participate as best as you can. Okay, so let's take a look at this. For linear inequalities, something very common also. All right, so usually for this type of question, right, what do I do? All right, usually for this type of question, right, I will always list out the values of x down here. Can you see? All right, they say that x must be larger equal to -6 and x must be smaller to 9. So I will actually list out the value of x first. So can x be -6? Yes, it can. -5, no problem. -4, yes. -3 is a little bit only. All right, can it be 0? Yes. Please remember that 0 is a what? 0 is also an integer. All right, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can it be 9? It cannot be 9. Be careful. All right. So children down here. All right. Sorry, I call your children because you're still younger than me, so I can call your children. So this portion is what I call the negative what? Negative integer. Please remember the word integer. Integer means what? No fraction, no decimal. Those are the negative integer. Sherman, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Drink some water, please. Okay, and this portion, right? This portion, right, is called the what? This portion is what I call the positive integer. So please remember, children, that integers, there are three kinds. There's the negative, there's the positive, and there is the neutral. Do you know that 0 is the neutral? It is neither positive nor negative. So this is the neutral integer, all right, without the S. So there are three kinds of integer. Please remember that. All right, and the meaning of integer itself means what? No fraction, no decimal. All right, many of you always forget this. How come? All right, because this is actually taught in Sec 1. But now you're in Sec 2 already, you're think that, ayo, don't have to remember. But not true, children. Whatever you learn in Sec 1, you have to remember. Okay, so these are the values of x. Let me list out the values of y also. So y is equal to -7 to 3. Okay, so it's like -7, -6, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, thank you for your patience. Okay, so now, right, this is our question. What do I usually do? What do I usually do? I will what? All right. As you can see, the question always say use the EST, the greatest, the smallest, all these words. Can you see now? So I will choose numbers from x and y looking at the extreme. That means the smallest value of x is a -6. The biggest value of x is a 8. The smallest value of y is a -7. And the biggest value of y is a 3. So I will always take the extreme value. Why? Because of the word EST. Because the question is looking for the greatest, the biggest, the largest, and all this. And I will always circle the 0 because the 0 itself is very useful. So actually, all you can see, right, all these don't have to write one. All right, it's not very important because it will not be used. All right. So what will it be used is actually the extreme. So this type of question, remember, circle the extreme. If there's a 0, use the 0. It's very useful, trust me. So here, the question is asking, number 1, the greatest value of y minus x. So you are supposed to trial and error, children. Trial and error. What can y be? What can x be? All right, so you got a few permutation. You can try x as what? You can try x as 0. You can try y as what? You can try y as 8. Maybe I try my y as a 8. Minus my x. My x, I put it as a 0, cannot? So my answer is a 8. But is this answer the greatest? All right, there is other possibility. Let me try. So y minus x, right? Maybe my x, this time round, I want my x to be a -7. Sorry, I want my, sorry, it's y minus x. Oh no, you never tell me. Silly me. All right, so maybe my y, right, I choose it as a 3. Okay, 3. And x as 3 is at 0. So 3 minus 0 is a 3. But is 3 the greatest value? I don't know. Okay, let me try an error again. Maybe with y now I try a 3. And my x, I try a -6. And I press my calculator. Hey, nicely done. 3 minus -6 is a 9. Is 9 greater than 3? Yes. All right. So you are actually supposed to try an error to see which one will give you the biggest value. y minus x. Maybe y this time round you try as minus 7. Minus x. X this time you try at minus 6. Minus 7 plus 6 is a minus 1. This one cannot. So I can conclude that actually my 9 is the greatest value. Do you understand, children? Right? If you can, right, maybe the minimum you can do is to give me a thumbs up, right, so that I can move on and to tell me that you are there behind the scene. Right? Can understand? Okay, no times. Okay, I see a lot of times. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so part two. They're looking for the smallest. All right, now they're looking for the smallest. So x squared minus y squared, I need to try to look for the smallest. What can it be? Because square, right, very, very important here. Why? Because after you square, right, everything negative will become positive. For example, negative 2 times negative 2. Anything negative, right, will becomes a positive. So maybe I choose the 0 lah. All right, x squared being, let's say, 0 squared minus 0 squared, cannot? 0 squared minus 0 squared is a 0. But is that good enough? I don't know. Let me just try and error a few more times. X squared minus y squared. Maybe my x, I put it as a 0 squared. And my y, right, maybe I choose a minus 7, just for fun. 0 minus 7 times minus 7 is a 49, you know. Oh no, 0 minus 49, minus 49. And the question is looking for the smallest. Isn't this smaller than 0? Yes. All right, so I can conclude that minus 49 is actually the smallest number. So can you see now? I'm actually using the what? I'm using the extreme numbers to help me. All right, for this type of question. It's about guess and check. Yes, it's about guess and check. There isn't a standard method, right? Because the question possibility is too much. Part 3. You're looking for what? XY. You're looking for the smallest value of XY. Let me see. X maybe I choose a 8. My Y maybe I choose a negative 7. Cannot. 8 times negative 7, negative 56. Is that the smallest? I don't know. Let me try again. XY. Maybe the X I choose the minus 6. And the Y I choose minus 7. Minus 6 times minus 7 plus 42. Oh no, GG. The question is asking for smallest. I'm giving the largest, I think. So minus 56 looks like very small, right? So that is your answer. All right, so again, this type of question is all about a bit of guessing and checking one. No choice. All right, spend some time on it. You'll be able to get the right answer. All right, and how to make things faster, you always use the extreme numbers, the biggest, the smallest, or the neutral. All right, so moving on to the next question. There's another inequalities. Bear with me. There's another inequalities. All right, I don't know, is that how your teacher teach lah? All right, but this is how he teach. Can? Okay, come. So down here, they're looking for the what? The maximum number of 50-cent coin. You have to put it in a equation form. All right. So this type of question, children, be what? Be flexible. Be confident to use what? Let X be something. And since the question is talking about the what? The 50-cent coin, right? The question is looking for the 50-cent coin. So you say, let X be the number of 50-cent coin. All right, that's all. What the question wants, you just let that as your X. Let X be the number of 50-cent coins. All right, because that's what the question wants to find. Is that okay? Okay. So next, you look at the question. Bernard, not Bern, my name is Bern, but this person is Bernard, has 13 coins, which are made up of 50-cent coins and 20-cent coin. So the 13 coins, right? The 13 coins is either what? It's either 50 cent or 20 cent. So if you got X number of 50-cent coin, right? Is it true that you got 13 minus X, all right, number of 20-cent coin? Is that true? Let 13 minus X be the number of 20-cent coin. Is that true? Right, because you got a total. You got a total. What's the total? The total is 13. 13 coins. If you got X 50-cent coin, how many 20-cent coin? 13 minus X, lor. Can you see that? So for example, if you don't know, never mind. Give yourself an example. All right, if X is a 5, how many 20-cent coin? 13 minus 5 lah. Correct lah, correct. So the X actually represents the 5. All right, so sometimes if you don't know, you can put in a number just to encourage yourself that it's correct. Okay, come. What do you have? If the total value of the coin is less than $4.70, less than $4.70 means that what? 少过 means what? Less lah. All right. Less than is this symbol. $4.70. All right. $4.70, right? I purposely change it to what? I purposely change it to cents. All right. From dollar to cent, you times 100. That will give you a cent. All right. This is called conversion. 470 cents. Hey, Che, why do you change to cent? Easier to calculate. Because 50 cents is 50 cents, 50. 20 cents is 20, 20 cents, 20. Can you see now? So now you must try to form the equation. You see, one piece of 50 cents. One piece of 50 cents. What is the value? The value is 50 cents. If I got two pieces of 50 cents, what's the value? It's like 2 times 50, right? That will give you 100 cents. But children, if I got X number of 50 cent coin, what do? Sure, easy lah. Follow the pattern. X times 50 cents. Do you know that mathematics is all about pattern? So it's 50x cents. Can you see that? Same thing. If I got one piece of 20 cent coin, what's the value? 20 cents. But if I got 13 minus X pieces of 20 cent coin, is what? 13 minus X times 20 lah. All right. Hey, sure, I know this. This is called expansion. Yeah, very good. Expansion, you use something called rainbow method, right? 13 times 20, 20 times minus X. So 13 times 20 will give you a 260. 20 times minus X will give you a minus 20X. Can you see? This is in terms of cents. All right. So these two must add up together to give you 470 or lesser than 470. Okay. So we have 50X plus what? 260 minus 20X. And everybody is in cents. It's very fair. All right. So when you do math, you have to be fair. All right. So inequalities, you are able to form the what? You are able to form the equation already. Good job. Okay, come. Let's try to put them together. 50x minus 20x will give you a 30x. All right. 470 is now here. Plus 260 bring across is minus 260. So you're left with 30x is smaller than, press your calculator. 470 minus 260 will give you 210. And therefore, x must be smaller than what? 210 divided by 30. And x must be smaller than 7. Hey, children. X is smaller than 7. It cannot be 7. Stop it. Smaller than 7, it cannot be 7. So what can it be? What's the maximum number? So down here, you have to conclude that x must be equal to 6. All right. Is that understood? Okay or not? Junle, understand or not?
Yes.
Ice, understand? Sherman, okay, good. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So this type of question, right? Inequalities is like the forming of the word problems. I know that people don't like. That's the reason why I want to go through a little bit. And you're very bad. I post one homework. I post one question, extra question for the week inside the class dojo. Okay. Junle cannot be said lah. All right, because he just joined today. All right, but the rest of you, come on, Sherman and Ice. All right, maybe you never access the class dojo to look at the homework. All right, so there's this homework I posted just to show you guys. All right, I show you guys here. Yeah. All right, so I go to the class, the portfolio down here. All right, under the portfolio, can you see not? I created week 6 extra question down here. Can you see? All right, so this one is actually a set 1 question. I hope that you all can answer, but nobody answer. Oh, Lord. Sorry. Okay, Ice, maybe you never managed to go in, is it? Ice, are you there? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so in future, right, I will post this type of question, right, inside Class Dojo, and I will post it inside the 88 Tuition platform. Okay, why am I giving all this little homework? Because I think it's important. Sec 2, right, Sec 1 work will be tested. Do you know that? So you better remember all this. You better remember how to do all this. All right, it's important. Can? All right, that's the reason why I want to post 1 question every week for you to at least do a revision. Can? All right, so hopefully maybe next time you do lah. All right, and after that, I will give you points for doing. All right, so I will post it next time, right? I will post it not only in the class dojo. All right, I will also post it in the, Ice like your picture on class story. Okay, that means you got in already, what, Ice? All right.
Yeah.
Good. So I will like to post the question, right? Not only in the class dojo, I will also like to post the question inside our 88 Tuition platform. So 88 Tuition platform, right? There's one portion called homework. You can actually use that to look at the question also. All right. So let's try out this week again.